Greetings, Stan Gibilisco here from the upbeat, do-it-all town of Cody, Wyoming. I decided to evacuate the Black Hills until they can get their stuff back in order and until I can get my thoughts back in order, because that storm was quite a deal. As I understand it, power has come back on, and a friend of mine has decided that he will accept my offer to use my house while I'm gone. The house sit for me, and he'll get a chance to get out of his cave and into a place where he can do a little creative thought. He's a creative type of guy. He's also about as big as two of me, and he can shovel about twice as much snow as I can, so I offered to pay him a little bit, or actually a good wage. I believe in paying people what they're worth, and he gets a chance to kind of live on his own for a while, which is kind of neat for him. So it's a good deal for everybody. It's a vacation for me, it's a vacation for him. But I learned a few things during this event, and one of them is this: you can never have enough fuel. That applies to your generators, your snow removal equipment. Even the city and county and state evidently had trouble keeping up with the fuel demand. You can never have too much fuel on hand. Now, it may seem like, a pain in the neck to keep exchanging that fuel every 3-4 months to make sure it's fresh. Month after month, year after year, you faithfully maintain your system so that when it's needed, it'll be there for you. I didn't have quite enough fuel to make me comfortable. At least I did have enough fuel to last until the roads got cleared and I could get out and get some more. But the deal is, you can never have enough fuel. That's lesson number one. And I had plenty of firewood, though, and I was nice and warm, and I did have electricity for my computers until the internet went out. That was a real bummer. Another thing I learned, I, at least, am an internet addict. Maybe it's time for me to consider going into internet rehab or something, because I discovered that I am absolutely reliant on the internet, almost as much, if not maybe even more, than on electricity. That's another lesson I learned. Another lesson I learned is that I need to be a little more patient with developments as they unfold, because when I finally did get out and I looked at the actual level of damage that storm caused, up in the Black Hills where I'm at, in the heart of the hills, most of the trees are pines, and they're equipped to deal with this kind of thing. But the trees that were fully leafed out and got clobbered with this snow and then this wind, it looked just about like a Category 1 hurricane had passed through. I went down through Sturgis on the way out, and the trees looked just about like they would look after a Category 1 hurricane had passed through. There had been about 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but with all that stuff on those trees, the damage was a lot more. There were also some roof collapses and a whole lot of difficulty for the power restoration crews. And actually, I don't know if the internet is back or not at my home. That's the first time I've ever had the telephone actually go out, and it was dead. I mean, you pick that thing up, there was absolutely no noise at all. Dead, like the thing wasn't even connected. Now, I have a hardwired phone, just in case electricity goes out. Pick up that hardwired phone, just as dead as it can be. Another lesson then is, it's a good thing to have a backup way to communicate. And I did have a pay-by-the-minute cell phone and was at least able to call people whose phones still worked. So, and this is a relatively minor event, certainly nothing like a hurricane, nothing like Andrew that I went through. But those are some lessons to learn from events like this. and there's probably going to be more of them this winter, and I'm seriously considering getting a massive generator, a full house generator, to to be a little more robust. I guess another lesson that you can learn is that anybody who says that over-engineering is a bad thing is full of baloney. Full of baloney. Stan Gibilisco, signing off from the Buffalo Bill town of Cody, Wyoming, where everybody seems to have a can-do attitude. Let's see what happens if they get hit with something like we did. Stan Gibilisco signing off. So long.